What's good? Back again with another reaction to this video. San Francisco biggest Kingpin ever. The story of James J.B. Beasley. I'll say we go ahead and take another trip up to the Bay. And go ahead and get your ready. Start sparking it up and start taking some fat rips, bro. Let that kick in, you know what I'm saying? Get your iced tea ready with hella ice on the side. Because I know you're going to get cotton mouth. You know what I'm saying? I prefer a little bit of Arnold Palmer. I'm a lemonade and iced tea mixed type of guy. You get your drink to whatever drink that is you want to drink. You drink that. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and call your girl over. Tell her to bring you something. Stop at the gas station and get you some Reese's or something. So we go ahead and watch this video. But anyway, shout out to Warren Cali. Original video link in the description if y'all want to go ahead and check it out. Because I guess apparently a lot of y'all talk too much. Hey, what it is, you know what I'm saying? Let's check this video out. Let's see what's up. Watch to the end. Like, comment, subscribe.
Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali.
Right.
In this episode, I'm going to detail the story of San Francisco drug kingpin, James Beasley.
James Beasley.
James, also known as JB, grew up in Frisco's notorious Hunters Point district. He grew up in a family where a lot of his family members were shipyard workers and also pastors and into church. But the other side were drug dealers and had criminal history. James' father.
I ain't gonna lie. Last time I went to Frisco, bro, it was so run down. Homeless people on the streets. There's activities going on the streets where kids could see, and they were supposed to be like by the giant state, bro. That shit was wild, bro.
Uncles and cousins were known in the criminal world in this community. Some being pimps, drug dealers, and extortionists, making a deep family history in the streets.
In the streets?
Growing up, James grew up looking up to pimps and hustlers because they was the ones with the money, with all the expensive cars, clothes, and had all the women. Something any kid would be infatuated with, making a fast life something that he wanted because it was right there in his face every day. Hunters Point in the 60s and 70s was more family-based, and community meant a lot back then. James and his family took their family, friends, and their relationship serious, and also their community. James's family was well known in the city for a lot, and he was related to people like Ron New.
Who's Ron New? Let me know in the comments below, because I don't know who Ron New is.
Kids James' age were into sports and wanted to become athletes, but James had no sports dreams, even though he played just for fun. He would end up getting in trouble in school for various things, and a fight in high school, which he put out a knife on another kid, led to him getting kicked out his school district. As he grew up, James watched many of his friends and family members sell drugs, so he figured he needed a trade to make money since he knew school wasn't for him. By the time he was in high school, James' dad was in the drug game, and his dad's girlfriend was the one that introduced James to the lifestyle. She taught him how to cut up and manufacture drugs.
That's crazy, bro. As a man, my girl showing my kid that, oh my, there is no way that's gonna happen. But again, that was a different era back then. But she's teaching him how to whip up as a kid, bro. Dang, 80s, 70s, whatever, whenever this took place, it was crazy. It was cutthroat.
It taught him how to hustle, and this would be James' job from now on. As the years grew, a new drug would start to take over the urban communities of America, city by city, state by state, and block by block. And that drug was called crack. At first, drugs like coke wasn't used that much because of the price point. Many people called it a rich man's high, but crack was very inexpensive and cheap for lower class communities to get their hands on, and many people would become addicts. James would jump head first into the game, learning about the new drug called crack. He learned how to weigh it, cut it, and sell it. James would even form his own drug crew after a while, after making a lot of money on the streets. He would call his crew the B Team. James and his crew would take the drug game in the 80s to new heights. He was one of the biggest drug dealers in the whole Bay Area, having a drug pipeline in several other cities in the Bay Area. He would even have strong ties and connections to one of the biggest young drug
Damn, so bro was shipping to Asia? What?
dealers in Oakland, who many know, and I covered in a previous episode, the notorious Daryl Little D. Reed.
Visit of San Francisco, an enchanting city.
One of the most romantic cities in the world. Less than 50 square miles of actual area, yet larger than life.
It was a time of struggle, the dope era, the crack era. Crack was just coming on the scene, and I started selling dimes. I started from nothing. I would get a Baskin-Robbins spoon, and I would take it, and I'd fill it up, flatten it out with a card, take it and put it on the album cover, and split it down the middle. That's how I got my start. We ran San Francisco in its entirety. Hunters Point, Lakeview, Fillmore, then we started to branch out into other parts of the Bay Area. I took that hustle to multi-key drugs back to the Bay Area. I was buying 500 kilos, cash. Me and my crew was running through them every month. I was taking a delivery of 500 kilos a month and going through them. When you think of urban black gangsters, you don't think of San Francisco. You think of New York. No, we got gangsters.
No, I think of Oakland. I think of Cali. Yeah, hey.
We got gangsters here in San Francisco.
James and his crew were seeing serious money. Everyone had jewelry.
People sleep on Northern California, bro, but it gets wicked out there. People be wiggling differently, you know what I'm saying?
Designer clothes, homes, and expensive cars. Right. James was known to ride around in cars like Rolls Royces, Bentleys, and Benzes. To let you know how serious James was in the game, his plug was the Medellin cartel. The Medellin cartel are known for their leader, Pablo Escobar. He was known as the richest drug dealer ever.
Wait, is that why Griselda Blanco's one of his sons lived in Morgan Hill? Because that's like an hour south of that, bro. That'd be crazy. What?
Outside of the drug game, James invested into several businesses, like owning markets, liquor stores, and car shops. For James in the 80s, he was a real drug kingpin, living a life and having money flowing in every day. But after ruling in the 80s, James would get too big, and he would get on police radar, and things would start to crumble.
That's usually what happens.
The police would hit James with tax evasion, which has been one of the oldest ways police bring down drug kingpins, with many not having proof of how they made so much money or even afforded to have cars, homes, and businesses. Damn. The government offered testimony that James was a leader of a large-scale base drug operation. Several witnesses also testified they seen James negotiate large cocaine purchases and sales. Witness testimony stated that James was in possession of large amounts of cash, up to $2.5 million, from drug sales on several occasions.
Why is Dog's face scratched out? Probably, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy, though. That's, especially for back then, having millions of dollars, bro. That's like triple now. What the fuck?
Witness also testified that James was involved in a 50-kilo cocaine deal in June of 1987, and also a 75-kilo deal in December of that year, and another deal with 50 kilos for a deal in March of 1989. So James would see a long list of charges that placed him as a kingpin, and in 1989, James' career on the streets and being one of the Bay's biggest drug dealers.
And set that aside, bro, they're trying to get him for tax evasion. All right, no, look, listen to me. Sure, what he was doing wasn't right. He ruined a lot of lives, is what it is. You know what I'm saying? That drug was crazy. But for the government to use tax, like, bro, you ain't paying your taxes. It's crazy. It's like the government, which is the biggest taxer, found out someone was making money without getting paid. Of course they're gonna slide on you. They want their money too. Their government's the biggest gangster, bro. This is why the IRS and all that, and they be taxing you for everything. This is why when TikTok was banned and everyone went to red note, everyone's getting mad now because, bro, they don't pay taxes out there that much unless you're buying it for the first time, and then that's it. They don't pay property taxes. They don't pay your yearly car tags. They don't pay none of that, which sucks. So, you know what I'm saying? The government, bro, you ain't any better than whatever anyone kingpin who's getting big out here is doing and evading taxes. That's just another gang getting mad that bro's operating on their turf, a.k.a. the America, you know what I'm saying? The U.S. of A, and they want some of that. So if you can't pay that, they're going to lock you up, bro. I guarantee you, bro was paying a fair share and new politicians and all that. None of that would have happened. That's just how it is.
Will be finished. James would go to prison in 1989, and by this time, most of the drug kingpins in America were being sent to prison. Some having reigns of no more than 10 years.
So that I wasn't just the average dumb black kid who just bought cars and jewelry. I was trying to find a way to legitimize my money by taking it and sticking it in the businesses. And the government said, hold it, wait a minute, this guy is smarter than the average cat. We have to stop him.
Also, that's
now, some of you may know the story of Al Capone, where they couldn't get him for prohibition, so they got him for tax evasion. That's the same thing with me. You couldn't get me for crack cocaine, so you got me for tax evasion.
Damn, that's crazy.
I'm the youngest person in the history of the United States to ever be charged with a tax evasion case at the early age of 25.
While behind bars, James would go through several trials and tribulations and did time in various prisons. He also did time with other notorious California drug kingpins like Rick Ross, Little D, and Harry O. While he was in prison, James' name was still ringing the streets, especially with rappers like E40 mentioning him in songs.
Right.
I did 27 years in federal prison. 27 straight, no breaks, no nothing. No coming home, make another kid, go back to the pen. No, 27 straight is what I did.
James would...
That's a long time, bro. 27 years? That's more than a quarter of a century, if you think about it.
...and be released from prison until 2015, serving almost 27 years in prison. After his release, James would take business serious, and he started his own company where he buys foreclosed homes, fixes, and flips them, which has been profitable.
Right now, I'm doing what...
That's what y'all need to do.
Entrepreneurs, real estate moguls, and bosses do. Come check on their jobs. This is one of my jobs I'm working on. I'm gonna close out real strong for 21. Do this again. So my boss requested that I do this again, so I'm doing it again, y'all.
Damn.
Project that JBE just acquired this one.
He also made a book called Deep Rooted, which he details his whole life from the beginning until now. James has even done several interviews recently detailing his life. After almost 3 decades in prison, he has rebounded his life and turned it back into a success. He is regarded as a Bay legend. Salute to him. This will conclude.
Yo, I mean, if y'all made it to the end, go ahead and comment. Go ahead and comment what was the dog's name? Go ahead and comment James. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and comment James if y'all made it to the end. I appreciate y'all. What I was going to say earlier is what he did was he took what he learned on the streets, trapping, and legally trapped. This is why I keep telling y'all need to, start focusing, and all that energy you got if you're in the streets and you're trapping and you're whatever allegedly in GTA. If you're doing all that, take that same focus, bro, and try to legitimize it. Like how he said, get into buying real estate, foreclose your homes, fixing them up and flipping them, bro. You could do that, or rent them out to get long-term, general passive income, whatever they call that. You could do that. You know what I'm saying? You can market on TikTok. It's back online now. Whatever it is, the way you do, but you can market on there. You can run ads. You can do whatever it is that you need to do, bro. There is a way. It's going to be hard. It's going to suck. But once you get there and the success comes, the success is going to come. No diddy. You know what I'm saying? With that game, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go. I appreciate y'all for watching to the end. We out.